Alright, what's up guys, it's KA Central here, and I am back with some more awesome and interesting Kingdom Hearts 2 news for you guys today. So, Taizoi, Tetsuya Nomura, it seems like they're doing the interview rounds for this game, because, the game's coming out in a couple weeks. What the fuck? They got some little marketing for the game, and they talk about a lot of interesting stuff in these interviews right here, like how they developed the game, which I'm really interested in as well. And now we have another one with another major magazine right here. So I'm going to be talking about two little topics in here that I think are really interesting to talk about. Also, just want to mention real quick that I'm also running a Kingdom Hearts 2 giveaway right now. If you want to go check that out, check the link in the description, check it out, and you'll be entered for a chance to win one of 2 free copies of Kingdom Hearts 3. Also, yeah, let's just get into it. So like I mentioned before, Tetsuya Nomura, Taizoi doing the interview rounds for this game, and they recently did one with Edge magazine. It's actually going to be their front cover story for this month's issue. Here's a little picture of it up on the screen right here. It's just the Kingdom Hearts 3 box art. And, since it's the cover story of this month's issue, there is a lot to this interview. And yeah, there's quite a bit to this interview right here. But it's all awesome, cool stuff, though. They mainly talk about the development of Kingdom Hearts 3 in here. How they worked with Disney and Pixar to get some stuff in the game, how they get stuff approved. Other things like that, how they worked with them to do that. And also just the general development of Kingdom Hearts 3, how they got through hardships, other things like that. And, it's just a really awesome interview. As always, if you want to read the full thing, link in the description, check it out. Really recommend you read it. But again, I'm just going to be focusing on 2 things in this interview because of time and also just, I think it's really cool stuff that I want to talk about. So yeah, let's just get into it. The first thing I kind of want to talk about is the inclusion of Pixar in Kingdom Hearts 3. Because, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the first game to feature Pixar characters in any Kingdom Hearts game, which is a really big deal. We've been begging for that for years. And Nomura had some stuff to say about that. So Nomura says in this little quote right here that after we were done with Kingdom Hearts 2 and we were starting to consider 3, we started talks with Disney. I remember saying, if we can't use Pixar, then we can't have a 3rd game. Oh, hold on there, Tetsuya Nomura. Dang, he put his foot down right there and saying, hey, yo, if we can't have Pixar, then there can't be no 3rd game. This is up to you, Disney. So just, wow. He really wanted it to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. It seems like he wanted it in there as much as we did because we were begging for it for years. And I'm so glad that they finally got to do it because Tetsuya Nomura seems like he was really adamant on putting it in there. He also mentions in here that it took the longest time to approve for the Toy Story world because there's a lot of storylines, stuff like that, character models, things that had to be approved for the world by Pixar and Disney. And I'm just really glad that they put in the extra effort and time to put Toy Story and Monsters, Inc. into Kingdom Hearts 3, those Pixar worlds. Because, it's always just been my dream to play a Toy Story world in Kingdom Hearts. We were going to get summons of Woody and Buzz back in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix because they were discovered in the files for those, but that fell through, obviously. And now that we get to play a Toy Story world, my dreams can finally come true in a couple days. What the actual shit? I'm just so happy that they actually got to do it. Tetsuya Nomura, really adamant, saying we can't have no 3rd game if there's no Pixar, and they actually got to do it. So I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy that we get to play a Pixar world in a Kingdom Hearts game for the first time. It's going to be amazing. They look awesome. Those worlds look awesome. And the second thing I want to talk about in here is about the engines used in Kingdom Hearts 3, because we get some more information about that, and it's really interesting information. So in the interview, at least in the article right here, it says, Taizoi revealed that the gameplay design experiments on Kingdom Hearts 3 actually began on Unreal Engine 3 before development was shifted to Square Enix's in-house engine Luminous Studio, or whatever it's called. However, after a full year of developing the game within the Luminous engine, management announced that the Kingdom Hearts 3 would cease development with the engine and production would be restarted in Unreal Engine 4. Nomura notes that it was a decision made by the higher-ups at Square Enix. Taizoi says right here, the thing with Unreal Engine 4 is that it's really easy to experiment, gameplay-wise. We didn't need any assets to start off, so the game designers that aren't artists at all could actually start testing the game. We had a lot to learn. When we started using Unreal Engine 4, we had these study groups. Well, not study groups, but well, sort of. There's a tutorial, as notes, that Taizoi recalls a studio full of game designers unfamiliar with the new engine, pouring over Unreal Engine documents and making their own learning tasks for each of their teams to complete. I even did that. I made a robot that changed shape. We never used it in the game, we were just testing it out. We had contests too. I remember each game designer came with something, and we sort of compared it. And this had nothing to do with the game because we had to learn about the engine. This was part of the development timeline and was something that contributed to and affected the schedule. So of course the kind of major revelation in this little thing right here is obviously the fact that they actually started gameplay experiments on the Unreal Engine 3 before they started using the Luminous engine, which is crazy to think about. This game technically went through 3 different engines. I say technically because not any real development was made on the Unreal Engine 3, it was just gameplay experiments, just seeing what stuff worked. Like, you know, they tested out Keyblade transformations while running, stuff like that, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't, seeing what needed to be reworked, stuff like that. That's probably what they did for like the first year of development, like right after Dream Drop Distance was released. I'd say around like mid to late 2012. That's when they started doing that on the Unreal Engine 3. And then I'd say like early 2013, they switched over to the Luminous engine and started full development on that. And then we got the announcement trailer that we got at E3 2013. Then in late 2014, they switched over to Unreal Engine 4 because Luminous is a bitch to develop for. If you don't know the full story of the Luminous engine, it's freaking crazy. Like, they were so proud of that engine. Square Enix was like pushing it for every single game that they were making, but it was not really well optimized for anything other than Final Fantasy. So it was probably a bitch to develop for Kingdom Hearts especially. And, you know, it was not a decision by Tetsuya Nomura or any of the team. The higher-ups probably saw that it was having a hard time developing a Kingdom Hearts game, so they were like, hey, just use the Unreal Engine 4. It's really easy. It's like an all-in-one platform. Makes stuff much faster, so they told them to do that. And I think that decision was ultimately for the best. Yes, it did delay development a lot because they essentially had to start from scratch. But, you know, like he mentions here, they really wanted to understand how the thing worked. Like he also says, like, they had little gameplay contests with the designers, seeing what stuff sticked, what they wanted to do with the engine, and how that stuff worked. They really wanted to understand how it worked. And I guess that's why the game looks so good, because they really understood in and out how the Unreal Engine 4 works. And it's easy to develop for in the first place. Like Tetsuya Nomura says, like, later on in this, like, it's an all-in-one developer platform, so they didn't really have to worry too much about technical stuff anyways. And it's just ultimately for the best, because it looks so fucking good. I can't believe they got that running on the Unreal Engine 4. That thing's a beast. And it helped them focus more on stuff that need to be focused on, like the story, characters, gameplay, stuff like that. If they did that and in the Luminous engine, I think the technical stuff would have gotten in the way of that, because it's such a bitch to develop for. So, ultimately a good decision. I'm so glad that they did it. It looks amazing, and I just can't wait to play this game in like 25 days. So that's all I want to talk about with you guys in this video. It's a little longer than I usually do, but it's just a lot of stuff to talk about with these subjects. So tell me down in the comments below what you think about this. What do you think about Tetsuya Nomura begging and demanding Pixar to be in Kingdom Hearts 3? Do you like that he did that? Are you excited to play Toy Story Monsters Inc. in this game? And what other stuff are you excited to play in this game? And what do you think about them originally developing the game on the Unreal Engine 3? Do you think that is helped development at all? And what do you think about the engine switching? Do you think it was detrimental or just helpful? I think it was helpful, honestly. Tell me down in the comments below what you think about this. Also, make sure to subscribe and like the video and enter that giveaway for Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, I'm giving away 2 free copies, so that's freaking awesome right there. And yeah, this has been KA Central, and I will see you guys later. Bye!